Mhm. Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Good morning. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Nanda, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Stop your sound, Guru Maharaj. Your sound is choppy. Like chickens.
Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Bad again. Sound is bad again. It's like that's all we hear.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Is it okay? Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama my Lord. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Ah. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna, oh my Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Ooh, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, oh my Lord Sri Krishna, oh my Lord Sri Krishna, oh my Lord Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Whew. Oh. Oh, my Lord Shri Krishna. Oh, take a break, man. Oh, man. Whew. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Oh, oh, oh. I feel like out of breath. Out of breath, but not out of breath. It's strange, man. It's like a spiritual body has a out of breathness. Nothing to do with the physical body, you know? God, that's an interesting sensation. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Dean, he's really getting it, man. We're Raganugas. And we're proud. We're the proud boys and girls. Proud boys and girls. Uh, uh, uh. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. I have some feeling to read this chapter 8. Let's see what's in there. Adi Leela, chapter 8, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Adi Leela, chapter 8, Chaitanya Charitamrita. The author receives the orders of Krishna and Guru. Isn't that amazing? The author receives the orders of Krishna and Guru. The same thing I got, 1996. The orders of Krishna and Guru. That shows you it's bona fide. And then you get people getting love of Krishna. Man, how much more bona fide can you get than that, huh? How much authorization can I mean it's the same thing. See, I'm really a stickler on the book. It's all gotta be by the book. You know? And the Lord works like that. He wants to honor the word in the book, his book, and honor the word of his devotees. That's how he works. And that's why he stands up against the whole Maya and just like single-handedly, you know, practically, stands right before it with the book in hand and the word coming from his devotees and conquers everything. See? It's the supreme strength and the supreme wealth. It makes you king of the hill, man. See? We're formulating an army of generals. No privates, no colonels, just all generals here, leading the charge. Can you imagine an army of all generals? I like that, man. Okay. Hmm. I offer my respects to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose desire I have become like a dancing dog, and suddenly taken to the writing of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hmm. Although I am a fool, you notice that's the style. Out of such great fools, you get such great literature. Not that these persons are fools, they're actually intelligent. See, even a fool who takes shelter of Lord Chaitanya and his devotees becomes the greatest scholar. That's the greatest scholarship. Why? Because you get the mercy of the Lord. That's the most intelligence you can get, is to take the shelter of the Lord and his devotees. Only the most intelligent. Material intelligence is foolishness. This is what St. Paul said, didn't he? St. Paul said, he says, the wisdom of the world is foolishness before the Lord. See, let us explain. See, that wasn't explained so much before. Let me explain it more. See, the intelligence of the Lord is the essence of truth. The essence of truth is what gets you to the ultimate destination, right? That's the intelligence. Take shelter of the Lord and the Lord's devotees. Take shelter of the Lord's devotees, you get the real Lord. And the real devotees have real devotion, real bhakti, man. Provable. See? Scientifically provable by the book. See? Maya is not provable. Well, Maya is provable to be Maya. See? When you have a devotee, then you have the book. See? And if a devotee proves that you're in Maya and you're taking shelter of Maya, you're most fortunate because that's how you get cut free. That's what Jesus meant, free the captives. See? Free the captives. People are captivated by the Maya. They believe it's the truth. It's like being in a desert. This whole universe is a desert. And there's all these mirages. You ever see a person that's dry in the desert and they start to see things? That's the living entities in this universe. They're like these persons in a desert, man, and they have no water, and they're seeing all of these mirages that look like real. Oh, there's water there, and there's water there. There's food over there, and they're going for it here and going for it there. It's because they're dry. See, they have no water for the soul. See, they're withered, and they're in this desert of the universe, the whole universe, every nook and cranny, hell from hell to heaven, dry, looking for water, and this mirage comes. This mirage comes. See, not real. That's why the devotee. See, then you get to drink the real water. They're like a person, the water boy. They come with the water thing. You're out in the desert, man. They come here, take some water, man. Take some water. All of a sudden, you start to see, you come alive again. And you realize, oh, I was just seeing things, but I didn't have this water. See, this water is bhakti, man. Devotion, ecstasy, ecstatic love. So water. The devotees bring that to you. They're the water boys, the water bearers in this world. Like that tarot card. The water bearer came, see, pouring the picture of water, man. That's the devotees in this world. They're roaming around giving people water. See, that water is that devotion. Bhakti Lata Bij, the seed of devotion. See, they're the sowers of the kingdom, that devotion, that attachment. See, makes you, oh wow, I see. I can see the Lord. Ah, yes. Ah, see? See, and you continue to get darshan of the Lord by following the process, trusting the process, staying in association of those who drink, those who have water. See? Chanting, see, watering that seed so that it grows. And then you got this tree in the desert of the material world, right? Isn't that amazing? It's a tree that actually grows here. It's the only reality. It's only the true vine. See, looking for a true vine, very rare in this world, man. Okay? They grow. They don't grow from the water of the world. They grow from the water of spirit, man. The Supreme Lord. Mm. Mm. It's the age of Aquarius. Yes. Yeah, the Aquarius, the Aquarium, the age of the Aquarium, sitting there swimming in this devotional energy, man. Swimming in the name and the ecstasy of the name. It's just a swim, Yeah. See, like a dancing dog suddenly taking to the riding of Chaitanya Charitamrita. See, only the devotees know the desire of the Lord. He spontaneous devotion reveals the desire of the Lord. Okay? And then it this is what you hear. See, you hear not illusions from illusionists who don't know the desire of Lord Caitanya. You hear the desire of the Lord Caitanya through the mouths of those kinds of devotees. Okay? The desire of the Lord, what is that? To liberate the living entities, to taste this bhakti. Pretty simple, huh? That's all you need to know. That's intelligence, that's knowledge. How come they're not preaching that in these groups? They don't know the desire of the Lord. Well, the desire of the Lord, Varnashram Dharma, follow a bunch of rules and regulations and all that. No, the desire of the Lord is only known by those who are acting on that desire, who are tasting this nectar of the name. You realize, oh, no wonder the Lord came here as Lord Caitanya. Oh, it's pretty no-brainer now. He came here to taste the name. And you get the greatest treasure, you get the greatest wealth, and you just naturally want to share it with others. You know it'll benefit others. And their happiness becomes your happiness. That's true service. You actually serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead when you serve as devotees in this world. Those in illusion, they're the devotees of the Lord. They're serving the Lord's external potency and are in illusion and suffering and becoming weak and all that, and they don't know. They don't know how to get out until you're acted. You're an agent now. You're Agent Orange on the Maya. Dissolve that Maya, man. People are weak in the world, because they don't know. They think the Maya, they're in this desert and they're looking at all these mirages, thinking there's life in there. Oh, yeah. In the elites, they're looking, oh, it's about power. It's a mirage. They think this is really real, and all it does is a mirage, and they really want it so badly. See, but then they run towards it in this desert. Oh, power. Oh, control. I want control. Yeah, control over the minds of others. I want to be God. See, they want that the Lord he has the control over our minds. See, spiritually or materially. What do you want? You want to have him control over your mind spiritually? That's just natural. See, the people, you're by default in the world, the Lord has control over your mind here simply because you don't know how to have the Lord get control of your mind through attraction to the spiritual. See, so we're by default. See, can you hear me still? So by default, just shake your head, yes or no. No. Okay.
We all said yes, Guru Maharaj.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna.
Okay, are we back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so you see, the world has control of our mind by default. It's like a default setting, and we don't know this other setting here to have our minds controlled by the attractiveness of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, which comes through the name, being attracted to the Lord's spiritual nature. That's why the Lord came here, to relish the name and to give people the Bhaktilata Bij, that inclination, to awaken that desire. Put a little drop of water on their tongue. See, so they can taste the water. Oh, this is the life. Oh, see, and then you keep watering that. See, through the chanting and hearing and sadhu sangha. Yeah. See, and then more and more attracted to the Lord Krishna. Yeah, and otherwise you're attracted to the Lord's material potency, which all it does is make a miserable situation for yourself and others. All of it, everything in this world is just there's fault in it. See? And this is faultless. Isn't it amazing? Chanting Hare Krishna with this ecstatic taste is faultless. You could be full of faults. Like our students, they're not perfect. None of you. None of me, you, none of it. But we got the faultless one. We got this attachment to chanting Hare Krishna, which rectifies everything. Even though we have our deficiencies as human beings and consider us fools. Just like, what is it? Why is it we're more in line with the actual preaching of people who wrote this Chaitanya Charitamrita, this person who considers himself a fool, and we consider ourselves a fool. But look at the dancing that we do here every day. See, look at the preaching we do every day. Look at the ecstatic attraction people are developing here. See, and those who are not, that are not the true vines, that are not connected to the true vines, look at them. They got to connect to what's still part of this world, the false ego. They're big sannyasics. Their big position. See, a big position as in the world, or as it has, like, see, they want control. They want many followers. You see my position? I have many followers, and I must be spiritual. That's an illusion, my friends. No, that's the wrong thing. You got to go into a sangha where there's taste. That's why for 20 years I was preaching to an empty camera, because of taste. Otherwise, I couldn't do it. If you don't get followers and you don't have spiritual taste, there's no way. You got to get the followers. For babies, the Lord says, well, I can use somebody like you, a fool that doesn't know they're a fool. Because there are a lot of fools out there and they need a little bit of help. See, you're one of those pearls, paths that are not very good, not very high class, but you're one of those pearls on a string of the Lord, not a very good one, but what are you going to do? See, that's more or less Vaidhi Bhakti, and you're attracted to Guru because you want their position. And then you get their position, and then you get others who also want something material to follow you. See, you're one of the four types of persons who worship Krishna. Those in need of money, that means in need of money, power, position, worship, name and fame type thing. Or you're distressed and you go to get your distress relieved from those persons. It doesn't work very well, does it? Okay? And that's a good lesson in itself. And then when you find the real path in some lifetime, which people have an opportunity now to do, those who take advantage are the most intelligent. If I get a retard coming here and says, hey, man, wow, I think I found the path, man. I can't think very straight, but, I think I'll just stay here. Somewhere Krishna gives me the intelligence just to sit my little fanny here and listen and make friends with these devotees the best I can. See? Now that's intelligence. You're more intelligence than Acharya Dev, who won't come here, who won't take this mercy. Can you imagine all this mercy here? The mercy to chant the holy name in ecstatic devotion like they did 500 friggin' years ago, and nobody comes except what? 18, 16 people? That's pretty good, but still, why don't we have millions? See? Why? They're being misled by all these Maya mirages of their gurus who can't chant the holy name in great ecstatic devotion like they see here with their own eyes. Now, that doesn't make any sense to me. Does that make any sense to you, Tom? He goes like this.
They don't make sense to me. Yes, I'm just taking shelter here, and then step by step trusting the process that the anarthas will leave me, that the purification
Now that's intelligence.
will come.
There you go. He's trusting the process. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is known as Gora Sundara. I also offer my obeisances under Nityananda Prabhu, who is always very joyful. See, that's the beautiful thing about chanting, man. You want to stay in a joyful state? Just chant. When you get the taste, the most valuable thing you get here, you know what the wealth is here? You think it's money here? You think it's like to become famous here? The only real wealth here is the greatest wealth in the universe. That even Brahma, that, they talk about Brahma, that, these great demigods and stuff, that even they want is the taste for the name of God. Satchitananda, yeah. That's the greatest wealth here. That's why it's so hard and so easy here. It's so easy if you just come here and you receive the life here. And so hard when you can't see that this path is here. And then you're on the treadmills and you're working hard. Everything is tough out there because it's tough. Without the shelter of bhakti, everything is more difficult. It's just a fact. With the shelter of bhakti, you have the greatest wealth. See, because you attract the only way to attract Krishna is with this attachment to him. The attachment to the spiritual potency, which is very hard to do on your own. That's why they teach. Oh, you want attachment to the Lord, which is the highest path. It's the greatest path, is attachment to the Lord. That's all you need. If you attach to the Lord, all you need to do is chant Hare Krishna. And people don't believe it because they're not attached to the chanting of Hare Krishna. They don't believe that Sanatan says all glories in in Brihad Bhagavatamrita in the introduction. All glories to the chanting of the holy name. It freed me from sadhana bhakti, from the doing archana. I have to wake up at a certain time and feed the deity at a certain time and feed him this and that and to go out and collect, so you can feed the deity and this and everything. It freed me. I feed the deity by chanting his name. Perfect sacrifice. There ain't any more perfect sacrifice than that, is to feed the deity by just opening your mouth. Man, you ain't going to get an easier path than what you can get here. The highest path, the supreme pearl of great price on all those other lesser paths. And when this is here, useless paths, man. If you're following this path, you're a useless person. You're not very useful at all, very insignificant. But here you become glorious because you become attached to the Supreme Lord's transcendental potency in the form of his name. Because you got that devotion awakened. And you naturally become glorious. But you're just, of course, inglorious to the people, the demons of the world. See, because they become your competitor. You're attached to God, right? And they become jealous. They're jealous. What is this? They're a competitor with me. I want to be God. I want to be guru. That means you want to be God, my friend. No, the real guru here is a devotee who has devotion. And if you see somebody like that, we find out, are you a competitor? And we find lots of them out there as so called gurus. That means you haven't attained Krishna. Guru is one. Are you one of those? Are you one of those being used by the transcendental potency of Krishna, like Prabhupada, like Bhaktisiddhanta? Oh, not me. Oh, yeah. Well, then you ain't no friggin' guru, man. Not in this world. You are insignificant. You're part of the useless persons on this level of preaching. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you're a fool. The Lord says, without attachment to Krishna, this world is useless. Why should I say anything different? Why should I preach anything different? If the Lord says it, why shouldn't I say it? People are afraid to say what the Lord says. I ain't. I get great happiness in saying what the Lord says, believing what the Lord believes. His belief is my path, man. If there was only one path, there wouldn't be all this fight over my path is the highest and the best path. Yeah.
These are all false egos that fight with each other, all thinking that they have the right path, but only
Yeah.
the path where the spirit is present is the real one, where you see that
Well,
the Lord is alive.
yeah. Yeah. When you find the real path, yeah, exactly. When you find the real path, it's like Srimad Bhagavatam. The highest truth, distinct reality distinguished from illusion, all of it. Then the highest reality, all of it. Distinguished from illusion. For who? For everybody. Every single person in this world. But it's pretty rare to find it.
So there are material path and transcendental path, but they are both from the Lord. But there is a difference in quality.
Yeah, there's a difference in quality. Yeah. See, the Lord came here and he gave the great the greatest path for everybody, which is basically chant the holy name in association with his real devotees. Ultimately, even if you're chanting Hare Krishna with these like Vaidhi Bhaktas who don't have much, if anything, attachment to the Lord, really, they have attachment to the rules. They call external devotees, external bhakti. It's just you're attached to the rules. You know, your mind is drawn external. Okay? But that leads to ultimately to being attached to the internal devotees and hearing the internal conversation, the essence of truth from them. And a lot of those devotees still believe in illusion. They don't. They believe in speculation. Listen to speculative gurus. See, so they don't get the full shelter of the Lord. They get something, yeah, but this is available now, and this is not. I mean, we can speak to anybody. You notice we got people here. They're not rocket scientists. They're often from the world. Everybody can understand these concepts. This is natural to everybody. Look at Maria. She had no contact with it. She says somehow this is all familiar. You know why? Because the Lord is familiar to everybody. You just have to be awakened. Yeah. The Lord wants to give the greatest thing, which is attachment to Him, to anybody and everybody. That's what it says. You know, this path was preached wherever people got an opportunity, whoever would listen. Yeah. Okay. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to Advaita Acharya, who is very merciful, and also to that great personality, Gadadhar Pandit, the learned scholar. These are all natural attributes of devotees. They're very merciful. What's merciful? To just, just to share this in the world. That's the greatest mercy you can get. This is the greatest mercy you can give, is this attachment to the Lord and free people from Maya, so there's no more suffering. Eh? These are all qualities of the Lord. And great personality of Gadadhar Pandit, the great scholar. That's why the devotees, they're all simultaneously have these qualities because the Lord is in them. They're great scholars. We make great scholars here. That's why the more you just worship the Lord with loving ecstasy, the more intelligent you become. Just naturally. It's like a natural intelligence. And you can recognize the essence that you read the scripture, you can understand the minds of the devotees who wrote them. And then you can communicate that to people, and that's called preaching. That's called purifying others. Because people, they're listening to people who speculate on that because they don't have real ecstatic, sincere love of God. They speculate on those verses and kind of pollute it. It's like a little kalya inside the river of Harikata, of the Yamuna. See a little bit of that in there because that's called speculation, is the demon actually. See, a lot of people are still, they got that demon. See, demon means against. It goes against the Lord. You can't understand the Lord by speculation. That's why you got to hear from a real devotee who tastes the holy name. And you become cleared of that speculation, that poison. There's no other practical way. Otherwise, you're talking many a lifetimes. That's why I wasn't impressed by any of the sanghas. I saw speculation in all of them. Even the Narayan I thought that's why they don't like this. This is why I had ended up having to preach and just follow Prabhupada's order and Krishna's order. See, I got their order. See, and just go out and preach and look what it does. People get real love of God that they couldn't get in the Narayan Raj Sangha, that they can't get in ISKCON, that they can't get into the Gaudiya Math. What does that mean? That means this is true, right? The Lord proves my words. The Lord proves this ecstasy is true because you're out there saying, "Yeah, man, this is really, yeah, I'm gonna switch sides, man. I'm gonna follow this path, man. I like this path. Yeah, I like this ecstasy. I like this revelations that I get from this ecstasy. Oh yeah, this is very good, man. Oh boy, this is giving me life, new life." See, that's the witness program. Otherwise, how do you witness in front of millions of people who don't have that? We're in a jailhouse, man. We're in a prison here for the universe. Demigods and demons, they're all in prison, all of them. And you're one of those very, 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 very few persons who know what is real and true and eternal. All these mainstream religions try to convert people into their religion thinking their faith is the best. Yeah, they think that. See? And Lord Chaitanya was no different. I'm no different either. I say this is the best. I show this is the best. I
You
show
prove
this
it.
is I prove it. I prove that this is the greatest ecstasy in my own life. And you guys listen to this word and everything, and the Lord proves it in you, the gardener. That's the way this path works when you find a rare Jesus like person, a rare Lord Chaitanya like person, a rare Srinivas like person who wants to prove ecstatic love of God is real and true and the best of all paths to follow when it's available. Yeah, I got a certain style. We all, isn't that great? The Lord, the gardener goes in and then gives everybody a certain style. They got a certain kunja you're living in and you operate from. Go ahead there, Lalita.
It's all about, every religion actually has the same goal. It's all about going back to Godhead. But we prove that this relationship is working, that we are there, we can talk about what we experience, we can talk about this exchange that we have and this communication with the Lord. You see that this is really working here. That's the proof. We
Yeah,
are back to Godhead. We are living in the land of God. We have it. It's working. You see
it's
this
working.
joy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's it, man. That's the witness program, man. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like even in the world to sell something and you buy a product and you want to sell it, right? You gotta witness. You gotta have a testimony. That's why the whole world is done doing that. You know, you go on the internet and you got to get the testimony. The people say, "Yeah, I tried this product. It's really great, man." You know, so even in the world, it's like that. Much less that's the only way you can sell God because people can't see Him here in the universe. They're looking at His illusions and thinking that's real. So somebody has to stand up, and it's always the fewer saying, well, actually, I tried this product, the Lord Himself, the transcendental Lord, man. I tried it, being around these devotees and I'm learning here. And this is really, man, this course is great, man. It's even free. Don't even have to charge for it, man. The only time to get a little charge, like yesterday, I said, well, if you're not feeling the bhakti, well, follow the full process. If you can't really serve with all your energy and, do transcribings and, really going out there and really doing it, well, give some friggin' money, man. Do some service because I notice those who do, they get a lot of bhakti. So I'm going to tell them, even though they misunderstand me, think I want money. Well, money is great. I can use it. Everybody can use some money. If you got extra, give it over here. If your bhakti is weak, and then you did some friggin' service, you complete the formula and get this bhakti, man. Yeah, it looked like somebody took it up yesterday. I got a donation, a small one, in my thing. Oh, okay, great. Somebody listened. Yeah, heard. Yeah, somebody wants greedy for the bhakti. Yeah, like I told you, that guy, when he went to he was sitting there in a church for a week. Man, everybody's really ecstatic, and it was an ecstatic Christian church. And he's just sitting there, didn't feel much. He's saying, I don't know, man. And then some inspiration took him over. When they passed the hat around, he just went in, walked up to the thing, and puts just some money in fistful of dollars in the basket, and boom, his legs got wobbly and got ecstatic, and he just got it. See, following the process. See, he was, yeah, he wrote it in the book. I thought, yeah, that's how, yeah. You're sitting a whole week waiting for the bhakti, and he just put the money in the basket, and boom, he was hit with it. The Lord was
You've got
waiting
to
for that.
invest in the Lord.
Yeah,
In
I
a way,
know.
you always got to invest in the Lord.
Yeah, you got to do something, man. I see those who leave here don't come here much. They're miserly. They won't put in like one person. Lot. They always have the same freaking mentality. Oh, here's a donut, $5. There you go. Something like really ridiculous. Like it's like, oh, really? That oh, you get $5 worth of, and they end up leaving. So I'm over on this side. I'm looking. I'm watching things. I see from all things here. And I see how. So that's why I comment. I'd like to see everybody have bhakti. And if you can't put all your energy and you got money, give the money. Do something that you can do for this cause. Otherwise, the Lord's looking. He's thinking, What is it? You're not really interested in this. What, you want to usurp? You want to get energy, and you don't want to serve? You're not in a service mentality, even by giving money. Who the hell are you? Yeah, a lot of the devotees here really they just do it anyway, and but those the miserly ones who are they're waiting for the friggin' bhakti and not getting it, they can't even put in a dime, or they put in $5 or something ridiculous, you know, and then they end up leaving, or they don't end up sitting here and not getting much bhakti. So anyway, that's the principle of service, man. See, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam, you're getting that, right? And by service to the devotees, right? Well, are you doing? Yes, ask yourself, am I doing that? I mean, you could actually just sit here and listen, and if you're getting the result of this, the last part of the verse, devotion to Krishna's awakening, well, okay, that's your service, man. It's great. You complete, and then you'll just go out and you'll give this out to others, and that's fine. That's you've achieved this. What do you call the grace of God? The grace of God is upon you. But there are people who just sit here and they just they're listening, and they're not getting the bhakti because they're not either serving with their energies, doing really like service here, or they're not. Given here they get the easiest thing in the world. Just put your hand in the basket, man. And there you go, and you might have like a lot of bhakti just from that. So yeah, I'm just thinking whatever will work till you get devotion. So you need to know it's by service to the devotees. That could be the only part of the formula that's not holding you back. Some people don't have any money. It's not like but they want to give something. They can do something. What can I do? To serve. Oh well, that's great. The Lord's looking. What kind of energy do you want to do? A service to the devotees. See, so otherwise you're a usurper. They just come here for some energy and then they want to take it and go somewhere else. So has more faith. A weaker witness has less faith. Yeah. 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 Just naturally. See, a stronger witness has more real experience of this. See, it emboldens you. You get the more of the qualities of the transcendental Lord. One is boldness. Boldness to step forward. You get the empowered to step forward before his Maya. See, and witness for the truth. It's like going on a witness stand. A witness stand. Some witnesses might be afraid, to do it because if they testify, the people, might maybe the bad people will do something against them. But a witness who is empowered by God, they'll just go right to the witness stand, witness, yeah, this is really true. God is in my life. It's really wonderful, and like that. You get the power to do that without fear of the Maya attacking you, which she's going to do because that's her job is to keep this bhakti away from people who are in jail because they're competing with the Lord. Their mentality is bad. They're against God and all that stuff. See, so anyway, for those who are ready to be delivered, you can come here and be delivered, and you get attracted to the transcendental potency of God forever. See? No more illusion. You just come out of the prison house of this Maya. You get out of this bewildering situation, very bewildering. And it keeps you more or less bewildered. You go from the modes of ignorance to passion to goodness, oscillating up and down and up and down. Heaven to hell, heaven to hell. And in between, earth, heaven, hell, earth, heaven, hell. Who knows how many lifetimes, until you meet this path, representative of this path. They give you another option. Oh, yeah. Hey, there's a transcendental God. You've been worshiping the earthly God or the demon God or the good God. There's another God. He's transcendental Lord. Same Lord, but this form is beautiful, fantastic, very inspiring, and it'll free you from these levels here in this material universe. You'll free you from this universe. You'll enter the spiritual universe where you find real rest. See, rest means restlessness too. You're at the same time at full rest and restless in ecstasy, like you see here. See? So anyway, this is the option for people if you want to be free. You want to be free. You want to be free of the Vaidhi Bhakti, the hypocritical level, where your leaders, many of them, or if not most of them, are still in hypocrisy. They're not really realized souls. They can. It's like going. You know what I see religion? I see Vaishnavism is like. It's like going to Radha Kund or some holy place, and so many like that. And these guys come out in their robes, their white thing with their gold things. They, you see, we represent Radha there in the Kund. Oh, you want to get to Radha or Krishna Kund? Oh, you got to go through us. But these guys, they have a material mentality, man. They're materialistic persons. They're materially motivated. That's what I see religion. That's why Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, abandon it, man, for the truth. I just hear this is truth here. We abandon really. I don't want those persons. They get in the way. That Tamal Krishna was in my way. When I got rid of, moved him around, he was standing in the way of Radha and Krishna. And if you don't like that, you're not qualified to be here. You come here, we'll give you that realization. You'll see how he's in the way. Him and all these gurus, mundane. They're like the poopy popes. They can't do anything much for you. And if you don't accept that, you stay out there and follow them till you're frustrated and you really want Krishna, then you can come here. Because if you won't listen here, then you go listen to the Maya. Go listen to their speeches. Go listen to their false representations of being a representative of Radha and Krishna. Are you kidding me? Where are the tears, man? Where's the ecstasy of the residents of Vrindavan? Didn't Prabhupada say a real devotee is a resident of Vrindavan? Well, we know Prabhupada had the tears and the laughter and the ecstasy, even though we didn't see it much. We know he was really like that. But what about you, Tamal Krishna? I never seen anything. I was his disciple for 5 years. Never seen a drop. A lot of boring classes. I'll prove it. I'll put up his class and I'll show you the difference between where the juice is and where there's just dry knowledge, memorizations of this and that. Boring. Completely boring. I already have one up there you can look at. Can you imagine 5 years of that? I was, oh, how dare you be offensive to pure devotee? Well, why do I chant in ecstasy every day? It's like Krishna says, hey, thank you for revealing the truth in this world that you can't get to Vrindavan that way. Yeah, well, nobody else will stand. They're all afraid of committing offense. I ain't afraid of the truth. The truth is the truth. He can't get you there, man. You come here, we'll get you there. Why? Because we're empowered by the transcendental Lord here. We prove it every day. You guys are proving it that this is really true. That Gauri Das, he may be a fool, but what he says is true. He may act like a fool, but what he says is true. What he says works. And you go to all these illustrious so-called pure devotees, and you get nada. Can you imagine you go to Narayan Raj spend 20 years there, 30 years, and they say, well, Prema, I'm sorry, man. I got Prema. I ain't going to show it to you. But I got Prema, but the writings, I looked at the writings and everything. I was like, something not quite right here. And then where's the Prema? Well, I'm sorry, we don't show that. Oh, and here's the preaching, man. Oh, well, this stuff is so high. You got to be high class. You got to be so qualified. So qualified for prema, it's going to take you many lives. See that preaching? Where's that? Where's that in Chaitanya Charitamrita when the mercy is here? Oh, many lifetimes. You got to go through the Anartha Nivrittis, and you got to do Bhajananandis, and maybe get a little bit of Ruchis, and then Ashaktis, and then Bhas. We're talking many, many lives. And he's right. He's absolutely right if you go that road. For whatever reason, he wasn't empowered with the realization and the word and the order to give it now. So why are you following that path, anybody? because we are empowered to give what he said many lifetimes now in this life. If you listen for a while and see that we're really true and honest and real, otherwise, go continue follow the many lifetime path if you want. If you're that foolish, I mean, that if you're an idiot, go follow a many lifetime path. But Gohar, you're offensive to pure devotees. No, I'm just trying to teach the real path. The highest truth is reality. That's here. The door to reality is here. See, I got to preach the truth. Otherwise, nobody knows where it is. Not there, here. Highest truth distinguished from illusion. That's an illusion. That ain't Lord Chaitanya's preaching. I'm here to preach Lord Chaitanya's preaching. It's not by austerity. It's not by renunciation that they taught in the Ryan Raj group and ISKCON groups and all of them. It's not by what they say. Because the Lord Chaitanya said something different and they're going opposite. Right? It's not by renunciation that ISKCON and Narayan Raj taught. It's not by your mantra chanting that Narayan Raj and ISKCON teaches. It's not by renunciation that they all teach. It's not by fasting that they all teach. That you attain Krishna Vrindavan, Vrindavan Krishna. He's only attracted by pure love of Krishna. It's not by anything else. But that's why it's many lifetime path for you guys out there. Because you're doing the opposite. Go in the opposite friggin' direction. So what's my fault? To tell you the real direction? That it's through devotion and you don't have it. Therefore you go to the devotees who have it. They're the door to that devotion and to attaining Krishna Vrindavan, because he's only attracted that devotion. You got to be around the vibration of those kind of devotees. Otherwise, it's a no-show for you for many lifetimes. Well, where's the offense in that? To take down that fence that you can't climb over. You're stuck. You're going to die without this bhakti because you're going the opposite direction. Why? I'm trying to redirect you into the right path that gives you this bhakti in this lifetime. Because you're around devotees who've attained it. And prove it. Prove it in their conclusiveness preaching. Am I not preaching like the Lord, the verse says? Is he preaching the opposite? Just ask a question. Forget about being afraid of offenses. How about the truth is no respecter of persons. If I'm an illusion, then I should be judged for it. If I'm truthful, there should be judged for that. If that's an illusion that he's preaching, then that should be, the truth should judge that. That's the judge, is the truth, to set people free. Didn't Jesus say that? The truth will set you free. Isn't that the spirit? That's why we can kick religion away and abandon religion, because we take shelter of the truth. That's why even Narayan Raj or any of these Maharaj have to stand from the truth that we have taken shelter of and is proven to us in Prabhupada's books and the Goswami books. What's the fault in that? Yeah. You can only stand before the illusion. See, this is all illusion to me, man. I stand because I take shelter of the truth, just like Gita says. That's the Lord. He's in the book as it is. And if you have real devotion, you can take shelter of the Lord as he is in his book, as he is, not as he isn't. That's why it's many lifetime path. Come on, think of the logic of it. It's only many lifetimes because he doesn't understand the will of Lord Caitanya. He doesn't understand the mercy of Lord Caitanya, and neither does his followers. That's why they're not attracted here. But maybe one who's fed up with a dry, false ego path with a bunch of sannyasi sticks on the stage trying to act like they're big kahunas or something. I just see big balls walking on stage. That's, to be honest with you. That's all it is. Just a big show. Material show. Look at us. We're really, you know, it's like it's no different if you go and you see a politician. Oh yeah, Biden. Okay, this was a great illustration. There's these two soldiers. They're sitting like this, standing at attention with their feet just like this, just like little dolls. Like this. And Biden comes off his jet thinking, oh, look how important I am. And he couldn't even put his coat on. And look how important I am. And these guys are sitting there. You couldn't even see their blink. See, oh, this guy, look at Biden. He's so important. And look at these guys. They're standing at attention because they're in the army. They train them to be. Can you imagine like this? And Biden, he's so important, and we're so unimportant. That's religion, my friends. It's a bunch of bullshit. People playing games. You got these gurus, no better than you, no friggin' better, man. No better than you. All they did was maybe they took initiation. They got a banana in the fire with Prabhupada. And all of a sudden, Prabhupada leaves. Oh, we're it, man. We're it. And everybody thinks, well, we got to stand at attention. Oh, they're so important. They were initiated by Prabhupada. Or they got the GBC to be guru. They're real. Oh, wow. Oh, Guru Dave. Oh, Guru. Nobody can do anything for anybody. Blind leaders leading with blind followers. My God, man, wake up. For God's sake, man, how long are you going to play that game? Stand at attention. These guys are no better than you. And a lot of them are pedophiles petting the children. They didn't look just like Biden petting the people. I see the same hand, the same energy, petting these young kids by these friggin' so-called gurus. And you believe in them? I don't have any faith in them. Not one of them. Not one of them has proved that they are actually a real devotee. Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta. I see all a bunch of wannabes out there, speculators. They can't show ecstasy, and they can't show it in their books. That's all. They show their writings. I say, oh, speculation. They don't have any ecstasy. Oh, but yeah, of course, my guru does. Yeah. Well, I'm looking, man. All I can do is a standard. I've been worshiping the Lord like this, like you see every day. I'm not hiding anything. I've been doing this for years, and it's given me a certain vision, and I preach that. If you don't like it, too bad for you guys. I'm going to have a great time. My time gets better and better. My friends get, stronger and stronger, and more are coming. Family is increasing. That's all I know. I don't have not even a shred of belief in illusion. Why should I? I got the truth, man. To me, this is truth. Ecstatic worship, clarity, and understanding of scriptures. That's all I want to see. If you don't have it, I don't believe in you. I don't have any faith in you. None of you or anybody. Janaki knows what I'm talking about. True, 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 true. What do you do? See why? Because we're friends. We're on the same kind of path, man. You're saying very good. Yeah, yeah. I'm sick of this bullshit I've been getting in all these religions, or in the world, or these politicians believing all I get is a shot full of poison, man. Or I'm masked up because I think they're my authority. Well, they are, unless you have this. Unless you have a higher authority. We answer to higher authority, therefore it gives us authority over the illusion. See? Do you answer to higher authority? Well, you come here, we'll teach you how to surrender to Krishna. We'll teach you who Krishna really is, and what really attracts Krishna to you. We'll give you the potency to attract Krishna here, because that's what we're here to do, to give you the supreme treasure. you know. Fernando, I have a question for us who come from Vaidhi and are habituated to austerities and standards and regulative principles. How is the thing in this? How is the thing in this sangha? How is Can we now smoke ganja, have free sex? Okay, and those things. How is the unregulated thing in Raganuga? Okay, good question. Yeah, yeah. Can we can we smoke ganja? Can we do this and all this? Well, you can be a little more natural, but like I'm not here to tell you you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. You got to be a little bit intelligent. If you smoke ganja and it keeps you from going deeper here, then it's a problem. I mean, I'm not here. You may have to live out things, but if you come here and you get bhakti, okay, you feel attraction to the Lord, then you can be a little more natural and not be, oh, you can't do this. It's not, no, 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 no beer, no coffee, no tea, no, no, no. If you want that, then you can go do the Vaidhi Bhakti path. But if here you might have like, okay, I have a little desire, maybe I just want to do this or do this. I just need to live that out. You can live it out. See? Yeah, go ahead there, Lalita.
The good thing is that the desire for ganga and coffee and beer and sex is not there anymore the more you become ecstatic. The Lord
Yeah,
takes this desire away because He gives you a higher taste. You really start to live for Krishna and only for Him.
yeah, yeah. That may diminish more and more for the devotees. See, so that's the thing. You see such engagements from a higher taste, but otherwise, if you do this, I can't, then you're kind of like. Sometimes you got to live certain things out. Otherwise, if it's always there in the back of your mind. So it's kind of like that. It's if you come here and you're smoking a lot of ganja and all, you're drinking and all this, and you become a belligerent fool, and then you just cause problems for yourself and your life and everybody else. Of course, you better go to an alcoholics group, or just stop that because it's in the way of your progress. See, so we all need to judge that, but you might need to live certain things out, and to get over the fear of that. Um, so that's my answer there. See, it's not like an all or nothing thing, like, oh, does that mean, that I can go smoke ganja all the time, or have, I can drink and drink, of course not, you know, but your journey is your journey, and you might have to live it out, before you have some experience with things in the world. It's like the thing, I'm sex life without by according to religious principles, and you get a girlfriend and you have sex more than just to have a baby. You just want to have sex because you need a release, and you're just not above that. you know so what do? You go, oh, I'm going to follow the, force myself, and then Krishna contradicts himself in the Gita, even says, one one what good does repression do? How many marriages are all screwed up from the ISKCON trying to follow these principles really strictly? My God, so many horrible things come from that. People just all twisted up and need psychological counseling and stuff because they're so repressed, trying to act on Brahminical platforms, and they're not. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is for everybody. Yeah, that's why we're teaching the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So, I mean, I'm not telling you to do or not to do. Just be intelligent. I mean, if you otherwise you won't make it here, because you're just somehow or other you're just lopsided. The thing is, the more you come here, the more reasonable you'll come. The more reason God will give you. The more intelligence the Lord will give you. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do things, and I start to see if they get in the way. I just stop it. Sometimes if I have too much coffee, like if I have like an extra cup of coffee, then it gets in the way. I can't do this. Then I think, well, that's not. And so I have less coffee. Or if it was a real problem, maybe like my health was in danger, or something, I give it up. You just got to, act in a reasonable way. The Lord is not a. It's not a. He wants to give us the intelligence. See, so the closer we get with Him, the more He'll help us. Isn't He the helper? Isn't He supposed to be the helper? I mean, there's a time when you kind of get off of this thing where you need some guru to tell you, basically how to wash your hands and what to do and have all these external orders. The Lord starts working within. Yeah, and I know I'm just naturally regulated. I mean, because it works for me. I like getting up early. I like staying close to the name. I do a lot of classes. I just like to chant now more and more and more. It's getting more and more and more for me. So this is the way it works. You keep watering bhakti, you get more attracted to this and less to the other things. Yeah. Yeah. Christopher, if it's not practical, yeah, exactly. So hey, thank you for coming there, Christopher. Yeah, practical. Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing I liked about Christians. There were many ecstatic Christians. A lot of them are natural, often, and they realize it's the grace of God that saves them. That's the essence. But then again, there are a lot of Christians that sometimes they overdo. They get into so that's not good either. So that's why this knowledge can help us. The path of Raghunuga Bhakti is you do what is favorable for your development and start letting go of what's unfavorable. But experimentation.
Sound is not good anymore. Sound is not good.
Okay, any better now? Is it better?
Yeah, good again. Yeah, good again.
Yeah. Okay. I just have to unplug and put it back in, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's go on here. So by remembering the lotus feet of the Panchatattva, a dumb man can become a poet, and a lame man can cross mountains, and a blind man can see the stars in the sky. So what is the essence there? Okay? If you remember the Panchatattva, see now if you do it and this devotion, this attachment awakens in you, then you realize how to act in this world on the basis of empowerment. You realize you become supercharged, super normal. You're normal, but you're super normal, more normal. Super more normal. Super means more empowered. See, but you're empowered by the spiritual potency. It's like the human and the divine coming together. See? And you become more than what you were before. That's the witness program. You realize, hey man, now I'm feeling stronger. Now, see, Maya, the Lord's illusory potency, makes you weaker. See, we're here to demonstrate the strength of this, how it gives us more intelligence. This spiritual potency gives us more boldness, it gives us more love, ecstatic feelings, blissful feelings, being connected like this. See? And this is what we pass on in this world is this connection to the spiritual potency. to make people stronger, super empowered. You become like, see, these things that you see in the world, these movies about Marvel superheroes and all that stuff, is you think, well, I'll never be like that. Well, you'll be like that spiritually, because we're meant to be. See, that's false ego. They get this super empower, they can fly through the air and all. Well, the demigods do all that stuff. They want that mystic powers and all that stuff. But the devotee's power is this devotion, this ecstatic intimacy with the God. And then whatever the Lord gives you is fine. You know, He might give you some powers, like He's giving people certain powers. He gives me the power to speak these things, He gives me the power to chant in ecstasy. He gives Lalita a certain kind of power. He gives River a certain kind of empower. See, power, empowerment, certain empowerment, spiritual empowerment. He gives everybody, you know, just different gifts, spiritual gifts. Makes you more empowered, you know, to share this truth in this world and liberate souls from the illusion. Yeah.
Sound is bad again.
Better?
Yeah, okay, again.
I wonder why that's good doing this. Okay, anyway, just let me know when it gets bad. So by remembering the okay, read that. The education cultivated by so-called learned scholars who do not believe in these statements of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is like the tumultuous croaking of frogs. Now, if you compare these two verses, there's the empowered way, see, and then there's the scholarly way. See? So the scholars don't believe in this empowerment. They want to go by their scholarship, and they, in other words, they got desire for this to be. Usually, it's like name and fame blinds them. It's like a blindness, pokes their eyes out. They have no, they can't see the truth. The truth is this empowered way of living, this empowerment from the Panchatattva. That's our whole sangha is based on that. That's why we're going to win, because this is stronger than anything. This is the superheroes that people are looking for. They need the super mundane empowerment of the Lord here, manifesting here, so people can see what is really real. You know, where is the real shelter are the devotees who give you the shelter of Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya. Otherwise, it's just a tumultuous croaking of frogs. And that's, we all know that here. But elsewhere, people don't know that. You know why they don't know it? Because all they're hearing is the croaking. That's all they hear. That's it. So nobody is standing up and stepping up to the plate like us. But now we are, see, stepping up and saying, hey, there's another way. You can come and understand these verses. You can come and get the result of empowered way of being. You can be a dumb man and you will say, I'm just a fool, but beautiful, eloquent words will come from you. Real knowledge will come from you. Real ecstasy will emanate from you. You can be like that. Or do you want to go continue listening to the tumultuous croaking frogs? See? Your choice now. Can you tell you now you can begin to tell the difference between the tumultuous croaking of frogs that have no ecstatic tears and no ecstatic laughter, and they've been just bullshitting you from the beginning because they don't know the standard and they speculate on the standard and they can only croak as frogs about some dry philosophy and about the opposite of what real empowerment is. And oh, it's all about Krishna consciousness is all about austerity. It's all about rules and regulations. It's all about varnashram dharma, or it's all about spontaneous love, and it's all about raganuga. But we got no raganuga to show you. We got no tears to show you. Got no knowledge to show you because we still teach you the opposite. it like I learned in the Raj thing. Oh, we still teach you it's about austerities, but we're Raganuga Bhakti. Well, I'm sorry, there's still some hypocrisy in that teaching. You say you're Raganuga spontaneous devotion, but you're teaching me it's about rules and regulations and austerities and fasting and pious deeds. No, you're either a spontaneous devotion devotee teaching the principles of spontaneous devotion, which is simply come in the door. The door is open now. We're keeping it open for you. Anybody want to come in? Because when the door shuts, all you got are the croaking frogs again, croaking out austerities, renunciations, and many lifetime path to attain Krishna. Right now, the door is open. See, no, it's through these devotees here who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. You come right into the kingdom. The door is open now. When we go, or when it stops, this kind of preaching, the door shuts and they got the croaking frogs again. And that's all you hear, croak, croak. You ever hear a bunch of frogs in the pond? They're all going in unison, croak, croak, and everybody follows the croaking. And you know what happens? What's the ultimate result? You croak. You die. Isn't that amazing? Those words, croak. You follow the croakers and you croak. You die and you come back again. Spontaneous Vaidhi. Yes, come. We'll teach you spontaneous Vaidhi Bhakti. This is what I found, My ex-wife left for that. She believed in. See, you believe in that, you know what happens? You lose faith in real Raganu like she did. It's a shame. But that's what the Lord said. Well, if you believe that that is a higher path, then that's for you. It's a higher path, but it isn't really. It's a lie. You're lying to yourself. You've been lied to by the croaking frogs. They croak. They don't show anything, and you're there. She's still there. Oh, Gurudev. Oh, Radhakund Babaji. When will I cry tears? And we're crying every day and laughing every. Well, I don't believe in that because he didn't believe in that, and they don't believe in that. Well, I believe in that, and I'm proving it's better than all you guys are doing. You're just croaking frogs, like the verse says. You can't cry, you can't laugh in ecstasy, and you can't even write anything anything conclusive. You're just all inconclusive. Therefore, you got nada, man. You don't come here, too bad for you. The door is open, you don't come in, too bad for you. Maybe we get a few of your foolish disciples to develop some intelligence to leave your ass. Really, I mean, we teach the real Bhagavad. Look at Bali Maharaj. He left a guru who can raise a dead. Not even one of you can raise a dead body. And he left a guru who can raise the dead and do miracles. All for real bhakti. All for Vamanadeva, who represented Shuddha Bhakti like we do. And you know what happened? That won't happen for you guys who believe in croaking frogs. Yeah, because he believed in that one rare Shuddha Bhakta, Vamanadeva, the dwarf Brahmin. He got the demigods showered flowers on him because he passed the test. Anybody want the flowers showered on you, or you want to continue listening to the croaking frogs for another lifetime where you're going to croak? We don't croak, man. We fly in the Lord. The upgrade is postgraduate given to everybody, man. The croaking frogs will stop their croaking, man, and they'll start singing the real song. Yeah, it's pretty simple, man. Just okay. Formerly kings like Jarasandha. One who does not accept the glories of the Panchatattva, but still makes a show of the devotional service to Krishna, can never achieve the mercy of Krishna or advance to the ultimate goal. That simple, man. You're not going to advance like that. It only comes in some lifetime if you give up that practice. and somebody comes who represents deliverance in this world, like a Jesus Christ, like a real follower of Jesus Christ, or a real follower of Lord Caitanya, especially, you give that up. Because you will not advance, either you or your followers will not advance to the ultimate goal of life until you believe in somebody, especially in our movement now, specifically, that represents the mercy of the Panchatattva. You will croak and you will die and you will take another birth simply because you don't have faith in somebody representing the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which we do. And you can't say you believe in the mercy of the Panchatattva unless you come here and show it to the Lord. He's looking through the eyes of these ecstatic devotees here. Otherwise, you're not proving to the Lord, oh, you're one of those hypocrites putting on a show of devotional service. Isn't that the way it is? You're putting on a show. Oh, Panchatattva. Oh, Narayan Raj is doing that, and all you ISKCON gurus and devotees. Oh, Panchatattva, we got your big deity there. Oh, we believe in you. We believe in you. We believe in you. But where's your ecstatic bhakti? We don't got it. We don't care about it. We are into Vaidhi, but we believe in you. We believe, and then we here who represent the ecstatic Lord, and you say, no, we don't like the show. We want to put on our own show, our own dry show, the croaking show, where we all croak show, the croak show. We're into the croak show. We don't want the real show. We don't want you to show us what real bhakti is. We don't want you to teach us what real bhakti is. We want to croak away and put on a show of bhakti and not ever advance to the ultimate goal of life because we believe in lies. We believe in hypocrites. We believe in people that are no better than us. We're like sitting at attention there, and Biden, those are your gurus. He's the Biden stumbling all over the place. And you're thinking, oh, he's so great. Look at me. I'm subservient to the stupid, foolish illusion. Standing at attention. Yes, sir, Jai Pataka. Yes, sir, Adonai. And Gaur says, blah, croaking frogs. He's not afraid of committing. No way am I afraid of committing offense. My ecstasy gets stronger when I serve the Lord by taking the fist of truth and smashing the illusion. Yeah. Do my feathers look ruffled after being so angry? I feel more calm, actually. Why is that? Why isn't a thunderbolt descended out of the sky? Because I challenge the illusion. Hey, if you don't have this kind of chivalry, you're not going to be guru. Sorry. If the Lord wants you to get like that, you do it. Hey, man, what do you think? Declare. Well, Prabhupada declared war on Maya. I think I'm Guru Dev. I'm also going to declare war on Maya. Oh, 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 oh. That's what I heard when I was in that Sangha. Oh, oh. Where's your bhakti? Oh, no. No show. There was his order in the Sangha there, Narayan Raj Sangha. Nobody show any bhakti in that Sangha. Really, I tell you, it was ordered. It's an offense. Just like, what is the difference? When I went in the temple, ISKCON said the same. The temple president come down and said, how dare you cry in front of the deity by chanting the holy name? How dare you? See, what is the difference? And that was Raganuga with Narayan Raj. See? There's also, how dare you cry when you give a class? Oh, no. You know, same Vaidhi principle, right? It's a Vaidhi principle. It does say in Vaidhi Bhakti, don't cry before the deity. So what is the friggin' difference? All in the name of purebhakti.com. Where's the pure bhakti, my friends? I just see a bunch of rituals, a bunch of croaking frogs. That's all I see. Look what you see here. Ecstatic devotion, relishing the holy name, just like Lord Caitanya and his devotees did. Now, isn't that more the real path, for God's sake? We actually represent what the Lord actually did 500 years ago and not afraid to do it. We chant the holy name like that verse in chapter 23, life's ultimate goal, which we have. We chant that verse in chapter 23 of Madhya Lila. Those who have prema, sometimes they laugh and then they cry in ecstasy, not caring for outsiders, not caring that you croaking frogs are going to croak, no, show you, no, you should listen to our bullshit, man. Listen to our dry philosophy. Listen to our speculation. Oh, we're intimate servants of Radha and Krishna. We're Ram Das Rajavasi. And we just pass on videos of beating women and stuff like that. We have murderous rage in us, but we're representing Radha and Krishna. I say bullshit, and Krishna loves when I point out that bullshit you're in. Prabhupada's doing backflips because I tell you the truth, man. Your followers would be blessed if they left you and come here. They have flowers from the demigods come here that you've been let loose from such deranged bhakti. Deranged, man. Lies. You know, can you imagine that guy? I'm a Radha and Krishna. Prabhupada came in my dreams and everything. But I have murderous rage in me. I hate women. And I hate you, Lalita Ganga, for showing ecstasy. And let me show you my threats. Eh? See, that's the kind of leadership you have in this world, you fools. I may be a fool, but I'm not that kind of fool. I'm just a fool to point out the truth. The hearts of your disciples are jumping in ecstasy by hearing the clubbing. Yeah, and they're all terrified. You know, these guys, the croakers, the frog croakers. Too bad, man. New kid in town. See? We're here. Hey, man. Ecstatic devotion rules. It always did and always will, and it's its time again. It's the great reset. Build back better now. We destroy the illusion. We destroy your croaking frog preaching, right? And we build back better. The Lord build back better. He'll build you a nice city on the hill. Yeah. That's the meaning of the Great Reset. It's not what the demons are trying to do. No, this is it. You notice we have the same kind of procedure. You know, you destroy the old. What is the old? The illusion. Destroy the illusion. Use the Bhagavatam to smash it. The croaking frogs. We get rid of the croaking frogs. Shut them up, man. See? And then we build God's real kingdom of devotion here. God's real philosophy of Chaitanya Lila, right? The mercy is here. It's in our Sangha. Come here, get the mercy, and get out of this illusion once and for all. Get out of your fear of being offensive to offensive persons. That's a lie. That's like you standing at attention for Biden there. Oh, he's so great. He ain't so great, and neither are these gurus so great. You're like you, in illusion. Blind persons leading blind followers. So we're here to poke your eyes open. Take the scales off. This is, see, clawing at the scales that are on your eyes. See? Pulling the wax out of your ears. What is guru, man? It's right in the songbook you don't understand. Every day they're singing the song, Shri Guru Charana Padma. By their word of the guru, your ignorance is destroyed. What do you think we're doing here now? It's ignorant to follow gurus who have no emanation, no ecstatic devotion, no empowerment. See? So we're here to give you the real deal, the real song, living song, sung to you. You need to hear it sung to you by a person, not a guru who hasn't realized the song, but by the singer who has realized that song. From them, ecstatic prema emanates. You need to hear an experienced, real devotee that has that kind of body. From them, ecstatic prema emanates. And by their word, from that emanation, comes the sword of truth, the fist of truth, whatever you want to visualize it, the club of truth. Okay? Or the lotus flower. You know, when you really get into it, it's like the club is like it's just a flower, man. Turns from a club into a flower. Isn't that amazing? That's what it does. It's like the Lord, Dwaita had this pastime with the Lord. He started preaching Mayavadi philosophy, like Shiva does. He preaches Mayavadi, to bewilder the atheists. So he's preaching Mayavadi philosophy after calling the Lord down, right? He calls for bhakti, right? And then he starts preaching Mayavadi. You get the attention of the Lord. He has his intentions that nobody can understand, right? So the Lord comes and plays into it. You call me down here to bring bhakti, and how dare you preaching Mayavadi again? I'm going to get you. I'm going to punish you. He starts beating him with his fists. The Lord Caitanya beat him with his fist, man. Hard. So hard that his wife, the wife of Advaita, says, he's an old man. He may not be able to withstand the impact of your punishment. And the Advaita was getting beaten by Lord Chaitanya. He was it was like flowers to him. Oh, my Lord is beating me. Oh, this is so bad. I'm being touched by the hand of the Lord. See? See? But if you're an illusion, see? But that's devotees are like that. There's a lot of pastimes like there was one where Maharaj Prataprutta is watching the dancing of the Lord, very ecstatically watching, and Srivas is there. He's in front of him, he's not aware. He's just also looking, and he's kind of maybe in the way, or seemingly in the way of Maharaj Prataprutta, who's a great king. See. And so Srivas is in the way, supposedly, maybe not. But the minister of the king is thinking, oh, the minister, the king, this Srivas he's just a Brahmin. See, again, he's just a simple Brahmin, not a very important person. He's in the way of the king. And he kept going like this. Hey, Srivas, move aside from the king's view. Move aside like this, on his shoulder. And Srivas started to become aware, like, who is this guy interfering in my service of watching this beautiful dancing? He turned around and got the minister and just broadsided him with his fist. He slapped him. Boom. And the minister was going to retaliate and says, oh, you lucky dog, you. You are so fortunate you were touched by the hand of Srivas. See? Rectified him, not seeing how exalted. You're thinking the king is something great when the devotee is there? Now you got the slap. Like Advaita got the slap. See? From Lord Caitanya got the fist. How dare you teach Mayavadi when bhakti is here? How about you gurus out there? How about you followers of those gurus? How do you feel when you get the fist? How dare you follow any other path but bhakti when bhakti is here? Huh? You don't think that's the Lord's move? That's how it is. The Lord came here 550 years ago to teach ecstatic devotion, and it's here again. It's been ordered. How dare you follow any other path than this? Useless path. Why are you following gurus in ignorance when this path is here? Does that make any sense, Lolita? Why anybody would follow any other path when the mercy of the Lord is giving so profusely, so easily here? Does that make any sense to follow anything else but the mercy of the greatest incarnation that comes here once every 4,320,000,000 years in this Kali Yuga, every 27 Divya years? Does it make any sense at all to follow any other path with such an rare incarnation who comes here? Doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you neglect such mercy? Only ignorance. So why shouldn't I slap my around? Whether you feel it like a flower or like a Thor's hammer, man. Somehow or other, people need to wake up. This special mercy that changes everything, makes everything easy in your life, is available so easily. Everyone should follow this path. If you can't, well, that's your thing. I'm still going to preach it. I ain't going to back down and say, oh, isn't this? I learned from the past, man. Mukunda was chastised because he was saying, oh, you're following mighty about, okay, yeah, it's just a very good path for you. Oh, you're a Christian. Oh, very good. Oh, Muslim. Oh, New Age person. Oh, very good path. Oh, astrologers. It's all very good. And Lord says, I don't want to see you. I come here to give this rare gift of bhakti. And why are you not preaching it, man? You're giving respect to all these other paths. I got one really good preacher, Prabodhananda, who says, give up these useless paths and just come get the mercy of Lord Caitanya. That's why I preach his message. To me, that's a charya now. I got the order of Prabhupada to preach like this. Why not? Intense, man. Formally. See, one who does not accept the glories of the Panchatattva, but still makes a show of devotional service to Krishna, can never achieve the mercy of Krishna or advance to the ultimate goal of life. So, what are the glories of the Panchatattva? The glories is you can be delivered now. You can be delivered so easily. It's been given to us. Yeah. It's because Lord Caitanya told his devotees that applies here now. It applies then, and it applies now, and then forever. If you're a devotee of Lord Caitanya, Lord Caitanya said, you guys love me. Truly, genuinely, spontaneously. Yes, you have real love for me. It's not feigned, it's real. Therefore, I give you my transcendental body. You can sell it to anybody. And it doesn't mean money. I just got to convince you that this mercy is real. That's selling it, man. I got to sell my Lord Caitanya to you to show you and demonstrate that he's the best Kirby vacuum you can ever buy. He's so expensive you can't afford it. He wants to give you him the Kirby vacuum just to give you himself free of charge. Special deal while we're here. Catch the fire sale when the fire sale is here. Is this making any sense? Is anybody mad enough to understand this? Lady goes, yeah, I'm a mad woman, man.
I believe in the empowerment, Guru Maharaj.
See, the Lord was very intense. See, so he needs an intense representative because it's really all this stuff is true. This book is true. How you have to hear the story. You got to hear the story. You need a good storyteller, one who knows the story. Yeah, ever seen a good storyteller? They really got to get into it, and they got to show, these, and then it makes an impact. It's got to be more than knowledge. You got to have feeling in it, man. This is, all these qualities. See, that's the empowerment the Lord gives you because it's Him. He takes this stuff seriously. This is Him. This book is Him. These principles are Him and her. Radha loves this conclusive truth. She loves Krishna's power, right? It's her hero, is the truth, conclusive truth. See, it rescues bhakti. By the word, your ignorance is destroyed, man. Frees Radha. We're to free Radha up here, man. Get some tears going, man. Get some laughter going. Have a real party. Without Radha, what kind of Christians be bored, man? Hey, man, without Radha, I can't have a party here. Got to free up Radha and these devotees here in this world. They are useless on the shelf. Yeah. You're welcome there, Janaki. I'm doing it for devotees like you who are here to want to be, saved from this bullshit, man. These croaking frogs. Have you had enough of the croaking frogs? Raw austerity, croak, austerity, renunciation, fasting, and no bhakti for you, many lifetimes. Croaking frogs, man. Yeah, so you're gonna just croak. See, you won't get. You got to change your course, man. Anybody hearing me out there in Vaidhi land, in ISKCON, in Gaudiya Smiti? You hear this? You think this? If you come and you listen, you are convinced, and we sell you our Lord Caitanya, His transcendental body. You are saved forever, man. Are you really spiritually greedy? Narayan Raj was teaching you all about it, the spiritual greed. Here you get a chance to prove it. Otherwise, you didn't prove it. It's just you're in your mind. You can't get over your croaking frog syndrome. That's what it is. We're here to cure that disease of the croaking frog syndrome. It's a disease listed in the category of Lord Caitanya. Oh yeah, you see, it's in the book. This is the croaking frog syndrome. We're here to cure that. You want to be cured of the croaking and listening to croaking frogs and becoming one yourself? Yes, we pass on the disciplic line of the croaking frogs. That's what I see. Renunciation, fasting, long faces. I like the stories when they are told by the real authority and resident. Yeah. Okay. Formerly, kings like Jarasandha, the father-in-law of Kamsa, strictly followed the Vedic rituals and thus worshiping Lord Vishnu. See, Jarasandha was the father, he was related to Kamsa. See, father in law, see, part of the same family. And Kamsa was also hypocritically devout. He oppressed the real devotees, he put them in jail because, those kings were still not strong enough. See, you need the liberator. Where's the liberator? Oh, that was Krishna and his devotees. They came to Mathura and liberated the Vaidis. See, freed the captives. You always got to be the verse. Truth is one, Guru is one, Krishna is one. Hey, truth is one. Same obstacle. Same verse in the Bible as in the Vedas. I've been anointed by the Spirit of the Lord to free the captives. First verse Jesus spoke to inaugurate his preaching. First verse that Lord Caitanya showed when he inaugurated the Sankirtan movement. First verse. He didn't just say I've been anointed like the word says. He showed I'm anointed by the Spirit of the Lord. Hare Krishna, and tears poured out of his eyes. That was the beginning of the Sankirtan movement. And which one of you gurus has inaugurated the Sankirtan movement? Show us. Show us you even got the word to do it. No shows, all of them, every single one of them. See? Maya is silent in front of the truth. She can't stand before her master, right? So when you represent the master, Maya can't stand. That's why Yamaraj says, don't go to the devotees, man. They represent my Lord, who I'm subject to. See? The devotee is a representative of the greatest demigods. Can you imagine? The Lord wants to give that to people in general. It's unbelievable, man. Anybody doesn't go for this mercy, oh man, well, I'll just keep trying to preach the truth, man. Set as many free as possible. The amazing grace of Lord Caitanya is here in this place, and I haven't seen it anywhere else. Not the real mercy. The real mercy is this ecstatic devotion and this truth in the vision of the revealed scriptures. This is our preaching, to continually to demonstrate and preach this, demonstrate and preach this day after day after day. Just, it's like Maya is like this metal door, and you just keep pounding on it and pounding on it, and it starts making a dent, and eventually it, boom, comes down. That's what it is. This is sadhu sangha. This is why the sages said, we'll listen to Sutta Goswami for 1,000 years, do this sacrifice, and pound on the illusion, and pound on the illusion until it comes down, the fence comes down, the dome comes down of the material world, and the spiritual world enters. See, it's entered for us, and we're here to help it enter for others also. Otherwise, what's your fate? To listen to the tumultuous croaking of frogs, hypocritically devout persons like Jarasandha. He even followed the rules and regulations perfectly. He never lied. He was charitable Brahmins. You guys in these groups, you cannot even match Jarasandha's piety. And he was still against the real Krishna that we preach. Ecstatic Krishna, conclusive Krishna, in the vision of the real scripture and the real Vedas, in the vision of the revealed scriptures, that we reveal the revealed scriptures, don't we? That you croaking frogs can't reveal the revealed scriptures because you don't have ecstatic devotion. You can't prove it. You're ashamed of it. You misrepresent it. So how can you deliver anybody? Why should I fear tumultuous croaking frogs who have no tears, no ecstatic love, and no conclusive vision of the revealed scriptures? That's why you come here. We'll sell you the real Krishna, man, and it's for free. Srila Gaur Haridas is not trying, he is preaching the truth at every moment. Please keep pounding on the illusion. Boom, this is beyond preaching. This is why, yeah. This is spontaneous. Isn't that nice? I like it. We all have our little gifts. Mine is a raspiness, raspberry, raspy. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see a little bit more, maybe. Uh, so, formerly, kings like Jarasandha, the founder of Krishna, strictly followed the Vedic rituals, thus worshipping Lord Vishnu. One who does not accept Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead is certainly a demon. So, how do we know what is this going on here? Can you imagine? Doesn't it sound like a contradiction? He followed the Vedic rituals really strictly, actually, but he didn't accept Krishna, and he was accepted a demon. What is this? Isn't Krishna God? Isn't Vishnu God? What is the difference? People don't know this. Your gurus can't teach you this. You come here, we'll teach you all these juicy things, all these fantastic things that the croakers can't do. All they can do is croak after they die, and take the people who their entourage of croakers, the disciplic line of croakers. They all croak. We all live on the truth, man. What is the difference? These conclusions are our life and soul because they're the truth. It gets everybody through the obstacles, and they're very relishable, the devotees who are through the obstacles. Jarasandha is like you. Let's make it relative, relational. Jarasandha is like you. Vaidhi Bhaktas in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Smiti. Like you have the qualities of Jarasandha. You're pious, often. Good devotees, right? Good. Not good enough, though. See, good devotees. They follow the principles. Many in Narayan Raj following very strictly. Very, they're dedicating their lives, right? To all that stuff, like Jarasandha and everything. Okay? Doing all these things, Gaudima, ISKCON, they're Ritvik, some, following the principles, all this, good persons often, very good, all that. See? But they're against Krishna and considered demons. Well, what did Krishna represent that was different than you Vaidis and what you have faith in, your Vaidiness? What is the difference? See, here it's a postgraduate teaching. Here's summum bonum teaching. The difference is what you see here. Krishna came from an ecstatic place called Vrindavan. He came from that secret place with his real intimate devotees, right? In this secret place, and he came to mature, and he brought his ecstatic feelings and his ecstatic devotees to Mathura. And how did Kamsa and Jarasandha react? We get away from we're croaking frogs. See? You're just croaking frogs in comparison to ecstatic Krishna Vrindavan and conclusive Krishna to give you the real Bhagavatam, which we give you here. That's why this is summum bonum. If you're not ready for this, then you won't accept these truths. You'll go listen to the croaking frogs who haven't even understood the first 9 cantos of Bhagavatam, and I'm giving here 10th canto here. Oh, we'll give anybody. You come listen here, you'll learn 10th canto. And Acharya Dev can't even teach you the 10th canto that he translated, some of it. Or the 11th canto. He can't even understand his own words, but you can. Simply because you come here and you're learning these deeper truths, because you listen here to these truths. They make sense, don't they? Ecstatic Krishna, yes. Ecstatic Lalita, ecstatic river, ecstatic so many devotees here, representing that Krishna Vrindavan. Yes, come into the land of the Vaidis, right? The Mathura, where the oppressors are, these leaders. See, they're like Kamsa, like Jarasandha. They want to oppress you. They want to go against Krishna. Jarasandha, that Krishna, he's not very nice. He's not a good person. They go against him, and you believe in the Jarasandhas and the Kamsas, the hypocritically devout, and Gaurahari and his entourage come here, right? And we come here and say, no, believe in ecstatic Krishna Vrindavan, and you get him, because we represent that Lord. See, we're the living 10th canto here in 2022. You need the living book here. You need to have the same conditions. That same Krishna is empowering us to teach you the real 10th canto of the Bhagavatam. You come here, you get honorary entrance into summum bonum teaching, postgraduate. Otherwise, what do you get? You get the Acharya Dev with his paper degree on the wall that he's a PhD. You come here, you get the real PhD of the degree of intense devotion to Krishna in your heart. That's the real degree. The degree of devotion is what you get here. The degree of pure devotion to the point of tears and ecstasy. See, that's your qualification before the Lord and other real devotees that are attracted here. Otherwise, you go get your paper, go to the paper degrees, the ones who went to school, to the colleges. Go there. Yeah, Tamal was also one of these college students. See, you go to the college student types with their paper degrees on the wall, because that's all it is. Piece of paper that Gohari takes, crumbles it up right before the world, and throws it in the wastebasket. That's how good your degree is before my Lord, the ecstatic Lord of Vrindavan. There, it's the degree of your devotion that the Lord, the real truthful people are looking at. The conclusiveness of your understanding. Can you reveal 10th canto, the real version of the 10th canto to the world? Can you teach the real mercy of Lord Caitanya and how people can get it so easily? Can you prove it by making some witnesses? Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly spiritual masters. Can you promote such certainty in the world so people can get up over doubt and illusion? And get the desired result of life's ultimate goal. What is that? Laughing and crying when you chant the holy name of Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya. See? Do you see why this is called summum bonum preaching? Do you see why Chaitanya Charitamrita is the postgraduate? It's only postgraduate because you believe in croaking frogs. And you don't give yourself a chance to hear this and be delivered in this life from all misery and get the flowers of, I'm telling you, the flowers of the demigods will come shower upon you because you listen to where the Lord is really working in his Vrindavan potency, his Mayapur potency to deliver you. If you have faith in this word, you're going to be delivered so easily. If you don't, you're going to have the croaking frogs ruling you with rules and regulations. And you'll be like the Jarasandha there. You'll always be against the Krishna, the real Krishna, which is represented by Sat, Chit, and Ananda in this world, in real life, in real time. If you don't see that, the real path hasn't come in before you. Well, it's come again. People talking about Jesus coming again. Well, no, all it is a Jesus-like person that's such an Ananda on this planet, man. Well, we make those kinds of people here. We're here. The Lord wants to give you that glory. He came here to give. He's the most merciful personality that's ever come to this planet. And only his real devotees who are real intimate associates represent him. Otherwise, you're going directly, you'll be like these croaking frogs, croaking and listening to croakers who croak and die 1,000 deaths and live 1,000 lives and 1,000 deaths in this material world. Simply because you don't listen to those who really represent eternity, bliss, and knowledge. See? Sudarshan Chakra. Can you see it, anybody? See, it looks like that. Do you see it spinning? Sounds like an authoritative class today. So the bottom line comes out, who do you want to be your authority? The croaking frogs? The ones who can't demonstrate that they actually have any bhakti? You want to believe they're paradeuces? They're bluffing? Or do you want those, you want to listen to those who you can see actually have some substance, substantial teaching, substantial knowledge in the line of the revealed scriptures, and substantial ecstasy proving that they have Radha and Krishna's grace. Go ahead, Lalita.
How else can you destroy illusion than with a substantial teaching? How else
Yeah.
can you do it? It's not possible.
Substance. Maya has no substance when she's faced with the truth, man. It's like that's why the roaring of the lion is they just blowing away. It's just a mist. You're just looking at this mist blocking your vision. This is Maya, man. We just blow it away. Well, luckily I have this end apartment on the end. Otherwise, I'd be kicked out of here, days ago, months ago. Yeah. Yeah. See? So similarly, anyone who does not accept Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna, the same Supreme Lord, is also considered to be a demon. So Lord Chaitanya came in this Kali Yuga, right? We're preaching Lord Chaitanya. You don't accept Lord Chaitanya, then you're also considered a demon. But I'm a pious. Yeah, you're just a demon, man. Because this is the time of demons. I come from the demon class, man. Prahlad did also. And we're here in Kali Yuga in the demon class now. So I admit it, I just from a demon thing. But what's living inside me has saved me from that. From this birth in a sinful womb of mother and father. Both of them were crazy, basically. Very low class, ignorance. Both of them, really. But I've been saved because Lord Chaitanya is here, and somehow or other, they're living inside me, man. That's all I got. Okay, so if you don't accept this preaching, which is full of the truth in all ways, Satchidananda, it can be Satchidananda in you, you're still part of the demon class. And if you think, not me, I'm following well, a lot of demons follow rules and regulations and austerities. Didn't Hiranyakashipu? Oh man, you can't be as austere as him. You can be austere and follow rules and everything in this Kali Yuga and still be a demon because you got the hypocrisy and all these demons of hypocrisy in there going still. Putanas, you falsely represent Vrindavan, you have no ecstasy in Vrindavan. That's demon, man, demon-like. So if you don't consider yourself a fool and a demon and all that stuff, then you're not going to get the mercy of the Lord. If you think, no, I got to be important, I got to be a great devotee, oh, I got to be pious, I'm a pious person, I follow the Vedas. Oh, you don't know the mercy of the Lord. You don't know where you come from. Look at Krishna Das Radha Kaviraj, wrote such a beautiful book. Why? Because he knew I'm just a fool, but look, Krishna is living inside me, made me like the mercy of the Lord has made me like a dancing dog, and I can take into the writing of Chaitanya Charitamrita because of the mercy of the Lord. Yeah, that's how we are here. The mercy of the Lord makes us dance. Otherwise, gets us. We don't. I don't believe in any croaking frogs out there. I don't believe in people memorize things and think that they represent Vrindavan. No. I don't believe in persons who get a PhD to preach to intelligent people. No, no, no. I don't believe in them. They're trying to use something outside to give them credentials. No, no. What's inside gives the credentials here. Didn't Jesus say the kingdom of God is within and at hand? Well, I know who lives inside here. And what's living inside here not only delivers me, but it's the power to deliver others. How dare you say, well, then you're not a person connected to the real line. So you're useless, worthless. You gotta have that God and God is living inside you. People have to see that there's somebody to deliver them in this world. A living being where the living God and the living truth lives inside them, resides inside them, expresses through them. Otherwise, you're going to croak because all you got before you are croaking frogs. Yeah. It could be so easy. You come here and are convinced if I sell you, not I, we, my Lord inside and the flute part, the instrument part. See? The axe, the Lord, the axe and the handle for it. Convince you, sell you that Lord that freely wants to give you bhakti, you're saved that easily. You'll very easily be freed from the croaking faith in croaking frogs who are not demonstrators of the truth in this world. The truth will set you free. You need the living truth, man. You need it alive in somebody, expressing through a real flute. The axe and the handle together just to axe down your illusion. And your faith in illusion. It's your faith in illusion that keeps you in illusion. See, it's your faith in the truth that frees you from illusion. Your faith in the living express truth through a real flute in this world. How else is the Lord going to communicate with you? He can't get through you inside because you're listening outside to croaking frogs who haven't realized Him. They're not the external manifestation of the super soul that the real guru is supposed to be. They're the rotor in this world for you. They come with their equipment and they just start to build a channel so that hollow you out. See, by their word and their ecstasy, hollow you out. So you have communication with your God, my God and your God. Now you got communication, right, Lalita? She got communication. I did my job. I pack up my bags, and I don't need to go and rotor her out. She can go and rotor some others out now. Teach them the real path. It's by her witness testimony. And everybody else, rivers, whatever you do, you get hollowed out, from the outside. Then I pack out my thing. Okay, well, that's done there. What other drains are stopped up? I'm a servant of the Lord, Roto-Rooter, at your service. Okay. You get the point, everybody? You see the point? This is the whole point of the story. You need the living story. You need the situation. You see, we're here to represent the Lord Caitanya and people who don't accept this preaching. then you know, don't accept the glories of Panchatattva. You accept, oh no, I'm sorry, Gohari, I don't believe in your preaching that the glories of Panchatattva, that I can be delivered in this life like they did then, that they preached then. No, I believe in Narayan Raja's creed. Only after many lifetimes will I be delivered. Okay, you believe in the croaking frogs then. You got the croaking frog syndrome. Hopefully in some lifetime, way in the distant future, you'll be delivered. Like, your guru has told you, you believe in that guru. Okay, fine. You don't want to believe in the glories of, we represent the glories of the Panchatattva. Can't you tell? Can't you see Satchidananda? What, are we hiding it? We're showing you Satchidananda. We're showing that lives in us, and we want to share it with the world. What is the fault in doing that? That's what Lord Caitanya did. We got the order from even Prabhupada that you don't know very well. Because if you did, you'd be here. You would be here. What did Prabhupada said? I live forever in my books. Well, you're going to get his real word here. Therefore, you'll know how he lives forever in his books. But you can't fully know because you speculate on his words. You have to have the ecstasy Prabhupada had that we distribute here so easily because it's time. It's now or never. See, the Vedic rituals. You want to just continue to do Vedic ritual, or you want to be elevated above that? Well, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here to do that. It's elevated us, right? About even doesn't it think Vedic rituals. That's like you get up and you follow a program. You want to follow programs, or do you want to be a spontaneous devotee? The Lord Chaitanya came to give spontaneous devotion. What's as simple as that? We're here to also, on behalf of that transcendental Lord, to bestow spontaneous devotion on people. You believe in this word, you get spontaneous devotion like that. The only people who don't get it, or they just tell you, man, like Karuna said, well, I just don't believe in your words. And it's got his little hypocrisy there, like, yeah, I don't believe in your, oh, I do, but I don't, I do, but I don't, I do. He's Thomas the Doubter thing. I'll get through that. I ain't going to get that one, man. I'm going to make him a real devotee. He'll be our, first sahaja. We convert. At least he has faith in us. That's what I mean, he just, he's, in his way, he's got faith. That's good. We'll work with that.
The faithful doubter.
Faithful doubter, Tarun Krishna. What is this Tarun Krishna? Sounds familiar. You are like waves lapping on the shore. I have an ocean of those. You are waves lapping on the shore. I have an ocean of those. I don't know. Is that positive or negative from him? Who knows? Can you explain yourself more? Make it more clear what you're talking about. Yeah, even Amy says, what does that mean? Yeah, we're kind of like that, hacking the program. You see, there's a program, and the hackers are trying to get in. It's like Krishna trying to hack the Maya program, with the truth, where this is a truth. It's like a transcendental virus trying to get in, because Maya is like a program. Even rituals, it's still, it's like it's an obstacle at a certain point. River Karuna likes to win, and there is definitely something within Karuna that knows this. is the winning team. Yeah, exactly. So, don't worry, it'll all work out. Yeah, everything, people just stick it out here. Krishna will get through. He's just happy that people that really, um, they're just trying to stick it out, and somehow he'll correct everything. Okay. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought, unless people accept me, they will all be destroyed. Thus, the merciful Lord accepted the sannyas order. See, so that's what, if you represent the Lord Chaitanya and you're preaching like this, because I'm preaching the postgraduate, right? So this is the real Lord Chaitanya. See, Lord Prabhupada knew his disciples were beginners. That's why I say don't spend so much time preaching what he taught before. They're beginners. And you're teaching the beginning thing. Well, you're supposed to represent here. See, here is the challenge now. See, this is the postgraduate. This is for ready those who are ready to accept this. See, this acceptance of these conceptions that are ascertained by ecstatic worship of the Lord. See, in the vision of the real deep revealed scriptures, the conclusive confidential truth, that is how you prove that you accept Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, you've proven you don't accept him. See, the Maya makes you a bullshitter, makes you a hypocrite and a liar. And you can get over that simply by accepting this preaching. See? Then your head, see, the Sudarshan chakra is spinning here. And it cuts off your head, basically all your speculation that you believed in, that you preached, or you listened to. See? The truth here. See? And then you prove to Lord Chaitanya, this person really accepts me. Okay, here, the gift of ecstatic devotion. That's why the Lord holds back from people like Karuna a little bit, because they don't really fully believe in it. They're holding on to some other things. So the Lord they hold back, he holds back a little bit, doesn't it? Karuna, use your words, not GIFs. Tell us how much you love everyone. Come on, you can do it. So one who does not show respect to this merciful Lord Chaitanya, or who does not worship him, should be considered a demon, even if he is very much exalted in human society. And it comes down to that. When you find a real associate of Lord Chaitanya that is empowered to preach and to be a spiritual master on his behalf, they represent Lord Chaitanya. If you don't give respect to their preaching, you don't give respect to their ecstasy, you're a demon. It doesn't matter, you're exalted in human society. See, this cuts through all the bullshit. Human society is a bunch of bullshit. It's all lies. It's a lie, human society. Religious society, it's just a lie. What's the difference? Not much difference. Oh, this religious leader, he doesn't really represent Vrindavan, just like the government doesn't really represent the highest truth, right? Well, these gurus don't represent the highest truth, which is Vrindavan or Lord Chaitanya's mercy. We here we prove that we represent Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Because if anybody who gives respect here from their heart, what do they get? They get bhakti in return. They get ecstatic devotion. And those who don't, they just go on their tumultuous frog path, croaking away. And they will be destroyed. See, Maya destroyed. They croak, they die, and they come and take their birth again. Simply because they haven't accepted the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which you got to prove that when it comes through the real devotees, that is proof to the Lord. Otherwise, you're a bullshitter and a hypocrite. You can get over that so easily. just by whoever does give respect and honor. You can see. Look at Fanny. She's pretty ecstatic, you notice? She lives on this. Why? Because she gives respect. See, this is proving to Lord Caitanya, oh, you respect my devotee, my devotee really, 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 really represents me in this world, and they're rare. And I got a Fanny and a Amy Rose who gives respect to them. Oh, look at how happy they are. Look how knowledgeable they are. Look at, did you see Fanny's and Amy's are good, two really good examples. Look what words come from those two persons. They're like choice words from the demigods. All because they give respect to where Lord Caitanya is working and through whom he's working. You see, it's got to be practical, substantial. Can you see? If you come here, well, I'll sell you the real Lord Chaitanya, and you will accept him just naturally because it makes the most sense of everything and every path. It's the ultimate goal of life realized so easily and effortlessly. Otherwise, you got another birth headed for you. We're here, the test is always the devotees. Even on some level with Prabhupada, they said, oh, the God, but oh, we accept Bhaktisiddhanta, Bhaktisiddhanta. Well, the good son of Bhaktisiddhanta was there in Prabhupada. The same ecstasy Bhaktisiddhanta therefore he represents the real guru, right? And a lot of them think, oh, he's a rotten Grihasta. In other words, they didn't know their guru very well, did they? You Prabhupada disciples don't know your guru very well, do you? Ah, croak, croak, croak. How dare Gaur say that? Well, I'm here for intelligent people, not croakers. You're just going to croak. You're going to die, and you're going to come back again simply because the verse doesn't work for you. You don't believe in the verse. You don't believe in the mercy of Panchatattva. You don't believe that we represent the Panchatattva in this world. We're here to preach the glories of the Panchatattva. You don't believe it, you're going to croak. The verse says you're going to croak. Your actions say you're going to croak. You're going to croak. So you get the chance now. I tell you the truth. Does the truth work its way in to you yet? Or you want to croak and find out? This is your divine intervention, my friends. My Lord speaks here. It's like an oracle. Thus saith Lord Caitanya. And you check it. You check. You go look at the verse. Don't think it's a false ego thing. You check. Make sure I'm saying what the verse says. Make sure I'm doing what the verse says. Make sure Gohari is representing what the verse says. And how do you know? Well, look at Lalita Ganga, look at River. They seem to have some extraordinary feelings like the Lord had, almost like the Lord has given himself to them. And they look pretty happy about it. And others too, of course. Oh, let's see. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, yes. Okay, all things in Maya are like two-edged. Some fall to one side and others the other. The ego is the thief. All things in Maya are like two-edged. All things in Maya are like two-edged. Some fall to one side, others to the other. All things in Maya are like two sides. Well, I think Tarun, you don't quite understand that because I could straighten that verse out, but I'd like to hear you explain it even a little more before I do. And I want to just see that you're sort of explaining it, but sort of not. Give me another clarification, and then I'll make a comment. The next one is the charm. Three is the charm. Yeah, one more time. I want to see what you explain what you're saying there a little bit more clear. Then I'll give you my understanding. Yeah. So, thus the merciful Lord accepted the sannyas order. Do you see why? Because people weren't accepting him. What were they not accepting? Because he was doing more like this. He was in Navadweep and just ecstatically having kirtans, walking in town nonchalantly like this. And he was defeating scholars, and oh, you guys are full of bull. You don't know what you're talking about, like this. See? Therefore, they were going against him and everything. And the Lord's thinking, well, I came to save everybody, if possible. So why don't I just take sannyas? And if they give me respect, even as an ordinary sannyasi, their troubles will diminish because they're giving some respect. See, even without knowledge, you see, and that's basically what Prabhupada's doing. See, what did he do? He's not. He's actually kind of like here. Actually, the same kind of thing. That's the real Prabhupada. He's like here. He would love to say all these things, but it's almost like Lord Caitanya took sannyas and followed the rules and regulations, right? So that they would accept him to a degree and give him, oh yeah, Guru Dev and all this, give him respect. They don't really know Prabhupada is more like this. They give respect. Well, because he follows, we believe in him. He follows the rules and regulations, more or less. We believe in him. So the Lord took sannyas for that. Well, I'm not planning on doing that for a while. So whoever comes, we'll just deal with them, because a lot of these students, they won't come because Gohari, you're not giving a strict program of rules and regulations to us like these other sannyasis are doing. Even though most of them probably don't follow all those rules. They just give it to you. They're like the Trudeaus and the Newsoms and the Comos of the spiritual world. Isn't that what they do in the material? They tell you to do something and they don't follow it themselves. Hey, what do? I just say, I don't have the capacity to do sannyas. I'm not inspired. I just kind of I just more of a Sudra type, more free. But I believe in Lord Caitanya. I believe he delivers Sudras, and I know so. I mean, I'm very happy in my worship, even though I have some Sudra habits. I emphatically believe in the mercy. I just take shelter of that mercy. I take shelter of these conclusions. I take shelter of this ecstasy. And I'm very happy in my worship, man. I feel very protected. I feel very at peace with it. Yeah. So the sannyasi thing, if I did follow, I would have to follow strictly because I don't want to be a hypocrite. But I'm saying, I think this is a good example to show that the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is not dependent on you being anything special. Matter of fact, if you just admit you're kind of a fool and a demon and an idiot, it works better. I'm amazed, that what proof to me is I don't have to put any airs on or anything, and I could just wear my T-shirt. I could be myself, and people are coming and getting the benefit of this and witnessing and saying, then therefore I can't glory in myself that I'm anything special. You guys can say, "Go Hari, you're this and this and this and this." I say, "Yeah, what do you expect? I'm a fool. I'm a demon. I'm unintelligent. It's the Lord inside me that's anything special." This was the preaching of Paul. He didn't glory in his Pharisee-ness. He just gloried in the truth that Jesus was living in him and the Christ was in him. The Christ lives in him. That's what Prabhupada, even though he was a nice Brahmin and sannyasi and all that, but he was glorying in that the Lord lived inside him. It was Krishna who dictated his scriptures. He didn't glory that, oh, because I'm so great. No, it's the Lord who dictated these things. This is gold. Pure. That's all. See that. So that's what people can learn. That's why a person like Amy gives sincere respect to this preaching. You get the sincere respect and honor of the Lord inside your own heart, and the protection and everything a devotee gets. You show. You show. You become. You follow the path. The Lord is revealed to you. Oh yeah, I'm just a devotee of the Lord. Because if you're not feeling that way, you don't know the real path yet personally. Look at Lalita with the high bhakti like her. She's so respectful of her guru. Still, even though she's not like, oh, look at me. Like we have people who leave here. The Lord has given her real, not blinding her, giving her real siddhanta so she can act the path. Even though she has such high bhakti, she gives glory. Look at the Johan, gives respect and honor to his guru, even though they have so much bhakti. See? But look, see, that's the Lord. He's giving you real tattva. But those who are blinded by they want to be acknowledged and everything, the Lord might even give you some ecstasy and then you leave, showing you're not understanding Guru Tattva even. Oh, you leave this place. Oh, so you don't want to help in the preaching even. You don't see that it is the greatest honor to more than serving Krishna directly is to serve a Vaishnava, where the Lord is working directly through them to do active preaching and delivering people in this world. You leave that and not part of the team. You don't want to be a team player. You want to be the head. If we be, you're just like an idiot. See? You become a mouse again. Ah. See, their material distress will diminish and they will ultimately get liberation. See, that's all you get, liberation. That's those people chanting Hare Krishna, they get liberation. See, they give little respect. They don't really know Lord Caitanya because he's acting like principles, right? You think that's the Lord? No. Lord Chaitanya really is Radha and Krishna Vrindavan, right? They don't really know him, but they're looking, oh, we give a little respect. Oh, so the Lord says, oh, I'll take liberation. You give respect, but you don't really know me. You gotta really know the Lord to get that. That's why, it's like you get liberate. Oh yeah, Lord Chaitanya, I respect you. You follow the rules and regulations. Oh, Prabhupada, I respect you. But if you ever followed your nature of Vrindavan, oh, then I'm going the other way, right? Isn't that the way it is? I go the other way. So don't show me that you're an ecstatic devotee of Vrindavan. See, and Lord Chaitanya, you don't show me that you're an ecstatic devotee. You just, because I just want to see you as a rule follower, and I'll give respect to you to that degree. Therefore, that's all he can give you is liberation because you don't accept him intimately like he is. He's free as he is. He cries, he laughs, he chokes up when he's in touch with his devotees, and his devotees are in touch with them. Oh, you don't want to see that? Well, all I can give is liberation. Or maybe Vaikuntha, maybe, if you flawlessly follow every rule in the book, which most people can't do. But liberation, you'll get at least that. See? But those who are fortunate, you come and however you are, as you are, you come here, give respect to this preaching, and you'll see you'll become an intimate associate of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. See? Because we're expressing Satchidananda here. Yeah, no problem there, River. She had to go. Yeah, you see, this is so. Fanny says, "My love for Srila Gohari Das is deeper than the deepest sea." This is special mercy to have that. See, so because if you love a real guru, what they're giving you is the real Krishna. So you're actually loving Krishna. That's why these verses come to life. You represent the verses. This is that's why poetry comes through people because of your faith in a Vaishnava and Krishna. Yeah. Therefore, these, the real truth comes through you and others like you. Yeah. See, that's how you prove you're a follower of Lord Chaitanya. You have some sincere love for a real devotee in this world. Isn't that what Mary Magdalene? Look at her. She was considered a whore with seven devils in her. Okay, she got that realization. Ah, Jesus, and she came and washed his feet with her hair. See, basically, that's that kind of glorification there with, just by her action, just really like sincere love for Jesus. And what did Jesus say? Ah, because of your love, all your sins are forgiven. See? So that's why Lord Chaitanya quoted the verse. Those who claim to be my direct devotees are not really my devotees. Those who are the devotees of my devotees are my real devotees. If you're a real devotee of a devotee, like you say, oh, I love Prabhupada and everything. Okay? You're really a devotee of a devotee? Really, you really know that devotee? Okay? When the devotee comes preaching the real Prabhupada, which is his real conclusive word, then naturally your devotion will awaken for them because you know the real Prabhupada. And if not, you have to come here and listen and get purified. Okay? And then you become a real devotee of a devotee. Then you realize how connected Prabhupada is in the parampara to the real acharya now, the real spiritual master, the real associate. The real associates carry this line on, nobody else. If you love Prabhupada, then you will be loved by those who really love Prabhupada. Otherwise, not. That's why, what did Jesus say? Those who listen to me will listen to you. See, because you're part of me. You're in the line. You're going to have the same spirit I have. Holy Spirit. It's my gift to you. Krishna's gift, God's gift to you, because you accepted as real representative in this world and we're purified by listening to them. See, that's it. So Lord Chaitanya quoted. He said, "Those who claim to be my direct devotees are not my real devotees. But those who are the devotees of my devotees are my real devotees." You got to be a real devotee. See? Not devotees of a person that's still a neophyte, still an external devotee. You're not really a devotee yet. No, a devotee of his real devotees who have real bhakti, real devotion, deep devotion, ecstatic devotion, transcendental devotion. See, a devotee of that devotee, giving respect there, listening there, serving there. Listen more. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see what Tarun says here. I've taken some essential things you've said, yet now it's another garland of the same smell. The ego thief will cry, look at how we express really who wants the attention to be somebody in a nobody world. So Amy called it. See, we can understand. See, what you're doing, Tarun, is called speculation. I'll just tell you what my understanding, and we're pretty much, see, we don't, so, okay. Um, it's not a clear understanding of it's not conclusive truth, but it's normal until you, and let me explain to you, let me explain something that maybe will make more sense here. I'll take your other thing you quoted here. See if this makes any sense to you. Yeah, here we go. So all things in Maya are like two-edged. Some fall to one side and others to the other. The ego is the thief. So you don't, I know you don't understand that verse the way I understand. You understand it in your way, but let me explain it the way I understand it. Okay? Because what you're saying is true, but needs an explanation. Otherwise, it's bewildering. You're also, so see if you like this better or if this makes more sense to you. So all things in Maya are like a two-edged, and that's true. So there's Maya is actually ultimately one. The Maya is one. So one in what way? It's the potency of the Lord that can create illusion, material illusion, or spiritual illusion. Okay? So it's a two-edged in that sense. We take shelter of what's called Yoga Maya, and Mahamaya represents the material illusion. Okay? We take shelter of Yoga Maya. Okay? Yoga Maya creates a situation whereas I'm a worshiper of Krishna, even though Krishna is everything. He's his potency, he's everything. But Yoga Maya causes me to believe I'm a worshiper of that Krishna. Okay? So this is Yoga Maya, creates that situation. Otherwise, it's just Krishna worshiping Krishna. Okay? And in one sense, that's true. But Yoga Maya gives us the sense that I'm a devotee of Krishna. I'm here to worship that same Krishna. Just like, the sun and the ray, they're one, right? They're connected. Okay? But the ray remains a ray and Krishna remains Krishna, the source, because of this Yoga Maya, potency of God. See, so that's Yoga Maya. This is truth, eternal truth. This is our original position, to be eternally a servant of that transcendental Lord. Now, Mahamaya, on the other hand, it's two-edged like this. This is what most of the living entities are worshiping. They're worshiping Krishna in the form of this illusory potency, very illusory. It causes you to chase after the mirages that you think is God or whatever it is, or happiness, representing your supreme happiness. You chase after a man or a woman or a son or a daughter or wealth and money and pride and position and to be honored and to be a king, to be a warrior, to be this, to be that. Okay? This is always some transformation of Mahamaya. So two-edged. So we're here saying, hey, get into the Yoga Maya position. It's much better. It's true. This is our eternal truth. Get into eternal truth. Don't keep taking on material bodies, believing you're a material body. Don't keep taking material forms, thinking you're material emotions, talking about bodies and material things. Don't and don't bond to these things of the world which are temporary through loving them. I just love this woman. I love this man. I love this. And you do this again and again and again and again. Come look over here. Look at the mercy of Lord Caitanya again and again and again and again, and be drawn out of this very quickly, very easily. So I don't know. Maybe this makes sense to you. We'll find out. We might need a few more classes to.
I have
Oh,
seen him more, Tarun, more here in your class, Guru Maharaj.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was here more.
If you come here regularly, what this is, what you're presenting is speculation, my friend. If you stay here long enough, God will prove it to you. He'll show you that this is more clear and more conclusive, as He's shown us. I mean, it shows me also. I accept these conclusions because they're in the Vedas, and your ideas are not clear because there's speculation. Huh. Okay, so I think we'll end here. My voice is finished. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you a little bit later, huh? If you want to write something there, Tarun, I'll look at it. How does this impact you, my statement there? Yeah, thank you, Fanny, for appreciating it, and Amy and everybody else.